Hello everybody and welcome back to Sprocket, and today you can see me decapitating a tank from a previous video. This is the Mark 11 and here I am removing everything from it. And this is the tank that we made in a previous video. It's a light tank, very, very light tank. I think this thing ended up the video, with all of its upgrades below 7 tons, like 6.3 or something. Yeah, it's a very, very light tank. It was designed to bring a 45mm gun throughout the entire game, so I wasn't allowed to upgrade the caliber of the gun. And this thing is finally going to be putting a bigger caliber gun on that chassis. So it's going to be kind of a Hetzer, along the lines of a Hetzer-style tank destroyer conversion on the hull of the previous tank. So, if you looked at it on first glance, you might not immediately know it was a Mark 11, but obviously it's got the exact same chassis. I don't touch anything about the tracks, anything about the drive wheels, anything surrounding that kind of area, because, it's meant to be a kind of rushed conversion of said tank. And you'll see in a minute, and oh no, here it is right now. I decided to go with like a ball-mounted gun. I don't know the official name for them, but it's the kind of thing that you would see on like a Brumbar, with the big 100-something millimeter howitzer thing. And I think also the Sturmtiger gets something along those lines as well. No, I don't know if this is the best way of making a sphere, but you can see I'm basically merging the blob turret into a sphere that I made on top of it, and it makes something that vaguely resembled a sphere, and I thought, hey, that's pretty round, but it's not that round. It ends up not looking fantastic when the turret is rotating, but it fits the bill just about. It kind of works, and I think especially when it's standing still and not rotating its gun, I think it looks pretty neat. I'm quite happy with it. Now this works on the same kind of lines as the oscillating turret from the previous video. Sorry, I just had to remember if I've uploaded anything since the MX13, which I haven't. But yeah, it's obviously just like a custom mantlet this time. Now, most custom mantlets just need to go up and down. Custom mantlet for this one needs to go side to side and up and down because it's meant to be a ball joint. So, you can rotate it any which way you like within the constraints of the actual tank. So, in a way, it's turreted, I guess. According to the game, it's turreted. But yeah, deep down, we all know. No turret on this thing. It is a tank destroyer. So I get to call it a tank destroyer. Though tank destroyers can have turrets, so that's kind of a null and void statement. Yeah. Anyway, we're getting to the point where we're getting to the point in the video where I forget to talk about anything interesting, but we're also getting to the point in the video where the tank is almost done. So hopefully you're liking how this thing looks. It took a little while for me to warm up to this thing, but eventually I did, and I am actually quite happy with how it looks in the end. Here is just me spending a very, very long time just putting stowages on and trying to perfect the sphere where I can, and obviously you can see that little machine gun mount on the top. I spent quite a while making a little, an infantry caliber machine gun shield thing on there. So hopefully you like it. I like it. I think it's cool. I think this is a cool little tank. But yeah, let's get back into the gameplay. And so, here we have our little tank destroyer thing. We have a fair whack of armor, like 90mm effective from the front on the top. Not on the lower plate, though. That's awful. 75mm gun, and the kind of like unfinished primer armor color that, you saw on some Panthers that weren't quite finished, as well as some missing side panels, just because, I don't know, just felt right, It felt right for this to be a rushed out, unfinished tank. Yeah. Let's see how it does, though. That is... Okay, we're going to need to load the AP. I loaded the APHE straight in because I was thinking, like, oh, yeah, no, there won't be anything hard to penetrate. And then we obviously get the most heavily armored thing we could possibly fight in this mission. So there you go. That's, was it Murphy's Law? Oh, my goodness gracious me. What happened to my turret? That was impressive. I mean, I think I just entered orbit. Like, that was yeah, okay. That was quite the explosion there. Oh, no. Hey, hello. Hi. Don't shoot me. I'm just gonna drive behind you real quick. Nice guy, you know? Polite guy. Didn't even shoot me. What a friend. And here we are in the desert, where immediately our fancy primer camouflage scheme has gone to pot. You can't see it anymore. It's covered in dust and sand and grime. So, guess that means we're better camouflaged. So we'll take it on the chin. We'll pretend that was intentional. We will now be camouflaged both in the desert and in the fiery pits of hell. That's one Panzer Tractor dead. I'm surprised we get so many of these things, actually, if we're fighting Panzer Tractors. Because I know this is a light tank destroyer, but compared to the Panzer Tractors, can't be much heavier, right? I mean, they don't have any armor. So you'd think not. They do have the Allen, I guess, but still. You know what I mean. Speaking of the Allen, actually, he's over there right now. And, okay, there is one more Panzer Tractor between me and the Allen. Okay, there is no longer one more Panzer Tractor between me and the Allen. Look, look at this queue. There's an absolute queue of tank destroyers here. No. Let me through first, okay? I'm important because I'm the person. Oh my. Okay. This is... this is just pure chaos. That one there is still alive. That one there is still alive. That one there is no longer alive. And the Allen is temporarily at least distracted. And now dead. Okay. Yep. The sheer amount of these things that we could bring into the level. Yeah, that was a little bit of a walk in the park. And from walking in the park to walking across the enemy's border, here we are in Silent Border, and we've been doing quite well at finding the anti-tank gun the last few videos that has featured this level. Can I pull it off again? Mayhaps not. Shall we see? It's over here somewhere. Okay, that's not a good start, to be honest. No, okay, that might just be the one from the house that we saw the shot from. Could I go for... I don't know why I'm calling it a house, it's clearly a barn. Can I go for the old jump into the ditch and just sprint straight towards the enemy lines tactic? And hang on, they're still alive. How many shots have they taken? We've only lost one. I saw like 6 people get hit. Surely they're not surviving from the anti-tank guns. We don't have that much arm. We've got like 90mm. Yep. We won't question it. We won't question it. We've not made any modifications to this tank destroyer at all from the previous levels. So, you know, the engine RPMs aren't ideal, and the gun is... I mean, it's obviously going to be better, but it's still not going to be fantastic. So, you know, I'm surprised that it's done that well in survivability, to be honest. Now we just have to survive the Allen, which, because obviously we're so incredibly teeny, shouldn't actually be that big of a problem. The Allen never quite likes when I bring a agile tank into this level, as is now being made abundantly clear. I was just reloading. There we go. And I could make changes for this level as well, but, I mean, we get 11 of them. And I feel like if I could go and I could put more frontal armor on it, but I feel like if I do that, we're going to be kind of unstoppable in a way. Maybe that statement could come back and bite me, and we do really, really terribly. But I'm fairly confident. We've got a pretty neat gun. We've got good mobility, and we've got some decent armor protection, all things considered. So, yeah, I mean, it's not bit me yet. We've only encountered Cromtildas, though, so the Man of War could always prove a little bit more challenging. But speaking of, is that the Man of War now? Okay, it was the Man of War, but it has also died with just as much ease. Am I going to get a shot? Oh, no. Okay, he's dead as well, and there's the last enemy over there. And it's a Cromtilda, and I didn't... Nope. I didn't even shoot. Okay. This thing is quite good, is what I'm learning right now. Okay, so we do have some improvements this time, but literally all of the improvements are to the mobility. The armor is the same, the gun is the same, the size of it is the same, and there's no visual changes. I think it's quite literally just the transmission has like a higher top-end ratio, and the RPMs have actually been updated to match the more modern engine. Other than that, identical. So, we'll see how we do. So far, it's gone really well, and there are 12 of us. In fact, I'm going to load the APHE, because we're going to be fighting light tanks first. And if you're wondering, yeah, we did miss out the last level, because I still not replaced the Tiger, and it still doesn't work. So that level is not hugely interesting to watch at the moment. There's just no way we could possibly lose. Speaking of ways we could possibly lose, this could be the first level we struggle with, but also, you know, there are 12 of us, so likelihood of that is somewhat low, but non-zero. Oh, no. No. That was just... my shooting is just not good at the moment. I swear I can aim. Sometimes I can aim. Okay, there we go. They're dead. Let me load the AP back in. We have lost 5 of our tank destroyers. Those 3 over there, the one at the back, and then this guy here who's had his turret blown clean off. Probably went just as much to space as mine did in the first level, but that's fine. Okay, it's Panthers. We're going to be looking for lower plates then, and we're definitely going to be looking for flanking, which could be possible because there are still 6 of us versus their 5, so they might get distracted with my allies. I'm just hiding in this little ridge here to see if I can maybe get a sneak shot on this Panther when he comes around here. No, however, we can go through that frontal plate just about. Do we need to, though? Maybe. Let's move really quickly. little bit scary. And the gun is not obeying because obviously this is well, the game doesn't like putting a it's essentially an oscillating turret on this tank destroyer. It works in the exact same way, so it could be a little bit funky for sure. Now, I don't think we're ever going to go through that frontal plate, but if they do that, we will. So yeah, that's this is a little bit brave, charging over an open field towards 2 Panthers, but I don't fancy my chances in a sniping battle. And I do fancy my chances at being a little guy. So, yeah. I want to close the distance and try and get to the side of these Panthers if we can. They are very distracted with the 4 remaining allies I have over there, which is handy. And I'm pretty sure I've got the side profile of this closer Panther, which I do. He was trying to turn his turret, but no luck there. And a second one. Yeah, not a problem. This thing is still super good. I've not changed anything other than the engine, and the engine isn't even any bigger. It's just tuned better for the era. This could be a bit of a seal club. Although I say that, and we are now in the snowy level Tundra. This is one of the levels we tend to struggle with. So IS-122s are going to be a challenge, if not impossible to penetrate. Spillets are going to be very easy to penetrate. But reminder, we do not need to kill all of the enemies in order to win this mission. I have been blasted by a Centurion, though, which is not good. I'm gonna just throw that one out there. Not great. Let's not die to a tree or a Spillet if we can avoid it. Oh, God. Run, run, run. It's not going well. This... Yeah. Okay. This is definitely going to be a bit more of a challenge than I first may have thought. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. That was a little bit close there. Too close for comfort, really. There's another tank just over there. It's another Centurion. Not sure what's happened to that one. My other tank destroyer ally, who was still alive, has crashed into a tree and died. So that's good. Also not unexpected, to be honest. Okay, lower plate of the Centurion is easy. We can definitely do that. There's another one back there as well, but we can't shoot through the trees. What a shot, though. That was quite lucky. Are there any enemies between me and the other side of the map? Because all I need to do is get across. And yes, there are. There's one right there. Oh my. Okay. That's... yeah, okay. I was uncomfortable there. We're good. we ride. No problems here. The technical victory, should we say, of just crossing the front, and there we go. We do have the victory. Would have been nice to kill the other two tanks, but I mean, given how well this went, maybe it was best. Where's the other one? There's the other one. Hello. There we go. I did it anyway. And finally, we have... Oh, wow, this is a big battle. 17 versus 10. 27 whole tanks here. That is pretty significant. Maybe the biggest one we've ever seen. We could definitely do a bigger custom battle, though. Yeah, okay. So this could be interesting. This is... Obviously, it's a tank destroyer, so you'd think it would do well in a defensive position. But... and this is a big but, I am not confident in the AI's ability to use this tank properly. So I'm really worried that I'm going to have to be the one to kill everything. And there are a lot of enemies to kill. And annoyingly, they look like they're Heliots, which is not what I would have liked, because I find it very difficult to go through the front of a Heliot. Let's focus on the things to our left for now, then, I guess. And I've failed miserably. Oh, God. And it's those things. These things have a lot of armor. This is just generally not the best lineup of enemies we could have got, I don't think. I would have much rather had less enemies of theoretically stronger designs. Okay. Definitely he needs to go. Okay, got that one. Let's try for this guy. Maybe got his mobility. Okay, I've taken out his engine. Let's kill the other one first, because he's a bigger priority. I've also taken out his engine. This one is aiming at me. We can bounce still, just about. Not consistently, though, clearly. That is a bad sight to behold. And can I get behind it without it seeing me? Because I don't think we're going to go through the side of it anywhere. And I don't want to be in front of it, because it's already got its gun facing me. So this is probably the best angle we're going to get. Oh, it worked. Okay. And now, just the immobilized Hellier. Is it that one? I think it is. No, it wasn't. Okay. I think I found the last guy, but, and this is a big problem, his turret rotates really quickly. So we've got to get in range without him hitting us. Yep. It's a shame, but hopefully nothing we can't recover from. There is a bunch of Super Cromwells over there. That's another Panzer 58. Okay, we got the same lineup again. They always have a little bit more side armor than I think. I think. Oh yeah, you know, medium tank MBT kind of style. No side armor whatsoever. But no, they still have a decent chunk. Not enough. 102 mil is. What on earth? That was not what I expected. Oh, and we've won. Sure. Okay. Well, with that, we've pretty much beaten all of the levels where this tank is somewhat suitable to be in. We could, once again, do no tanks land, but I don't think it's particularly fitting for this design of tank. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, comment, and or subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in more videos like this in the future. Goodbye! And as always, a huge thank you to this channel's patrons: Zeit Wolverine, Rivera, Tree Loving Mango, Camgem135, Sad Cat, DJ Pete, Yoki003, Caligo Drake, and Rule Stolzbocken. Thank you so much.